Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is the Frugal Life with Mercedes. So today we are going to discuss, I don't even know what you would really call it. I'm making this video and I'm sitting here like, what kind of title am I going to make for this? But anyway, you all have seen this on social media where somebody posts something that they bought, whether it's the coupon community, the frugal community, or just people in general. And a lot of times you'll see in the comments, well, you should have gone to Aldi's. Well, you should have gone to Publix. Well, you could get that cheaper at wherever. And also within the coupon community, if you guys are not couponers, we see things called run deals all the time where it's like, put your shoes on and run to Dollar General and, you're going to get shampoo for a penny, but you have to run because it's a glitch. So you have to run there until the system updates and figures out that everybody's getting it for that cheap. And I personally, as a couponer, almost never do run deals. I've been a couponer for a lot of years and I've maybe done 2 run deals and only one of them worked out. And the reason I don't do run deals is one, because of my work schedule. I can't, a lot of these run deals are like the middle of the day and I cannot leave work, to go do these run deals. And then also where I live now is closer to a lot of stores, but when I was living with my parents, which is further away, there's nothing in that town except for there is a Walgreens, there is a Dollar General, and there's a dinky grocery store. But the nearest Walmart is 25 minutes away. The nearest Target is also 25 minutes away. So how efficient is it really to get in the car, drive 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and it not even work out, and then you got to drive home? So your time, your gas, your energy, those things are all factored in. And that's for specifically people that are couponers or people that are looking into getting into becoming couponers. I do not go after run deals personally. It's usually stuff that I don't really need, or it's not convenient for my schedule. Now, I'm not sitting here saying it by any means that couponers are sitting at home waiting for run deals. I don't know, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is yeah, you could get that shampoo for $0.25, but if you got to drive a half hour to the store and then the glitch is fixed and then drive a half hour back, that's not really your time is worth something, and so is the gas. Now, as far as just regular folks, people that, don't coupon, it's the same kind of principle. Not everybody has an Aldi's. Not everybody has a Publix. Where I live, the nearest Publix is 2 hours away. So it doesn't really make sense if it's cheaper at wherever, if it's far away, or even people will be like, oh, well, it's cheaper at Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco's. But if you don't have a membership, then it's, you know what I mean? And it depends on your viewpoint. I think that a Costco membership is worthwhile depending on your circumstances and situation. But you got to remember, you pay for the yearly membership, but then a lot of times people are getting stuff that they don't necessarily need. You might have spent $300, but it's can you make dinners and lunches and dinners and breakfasts out of that? Or, you know what I mean? And we've talked about this in a lot of videos. I am a firm believer in buying in bulk. If it's in the budget, if you have the space available, and, if it's stuff that you really will use. But especially if you're on a small budget, buying in bulk sometimes just does not make sense. And I've done whole videos on that. People don't agree with that. I don't know what to say about that. But everybody, the way everybody's mind works is so different, because I have had conversations with people where it's like whatever they were doing, like they were like solid, it made complete sense. But if you ran the numbers, it really didn't. But it's not for me to, say. I'm sure things that I do, people are like, well, that doesn't make any sense, blah, blah, blah. And it's at the end of the day, only you know what is best for you and your circumstances and your budget and all that. So, there's nothing you can really do, whether it's somebody in person or someone on social media. Everybody's always going to say you could have gotten it cheaper at wherever. But if these people don't know you or don't know your circumstances, like, yeah, you can get it cheaper at, Sam's Club. Well, the nearest Sam's Club to me is over an hour away. So are you really saving money to get that box of cereal at Sam's Club if you had to drive over an hour to get it and you don't have a Sam's Club membership? Not really. We have 2 Aldis by me, but we've only had the Aldis, I want to say, less than 10 years, which I know seems like a long time, but so basically my entire childhood, teen years, and the beginning of my early 20s, we did not have an Aldi's. And I grew up in Ohio, well, partially in Ohio, partially in Virginia. You guys would know if you've been with me for a while. So when I was little, we did shop at Aldi's in Ohio. And then when we moved to Virginia, I remember maybe when I was a teenager, I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, what's that funny grocery store where you put the quarter in and you get it back? And she was like, oh, it's Aldi's. And I was like, why don't we shop there anymore? She's like, they don't have them here where we live. And I was like, oh. And then sometime in my early 20s, we did get one. And so that's awesome. But before that, I have no earthly idea where the nearest one was, but it was several hours away. Or even like Sharp Shopper. You guys have seen my Sharp Shopper hauls. Those are only certain parts of the, country. I don't remember all the states that it's in, but I want to say like Virginia, Pennsylvania, and a couple other ones. That's just the way that it goes. So, yeah, you can always get things cheaper, but just remember, not everything is helpful. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can get it cheaper, but if it's not nearby, or if you don't have a membership to it, or in the case of couponing, kind of the same thing. Like if you are at work, you can't really tell your boss like, hey, I'll be back in 20 minutes. There's a run deal. You know what I mean? Like, so this is not a judgment of anybody. It's just more of like some things that have been on my mind, because it always baffles me that, people are always like, well, or, oh, that was the thing. You guys know I love to watch grocery hauls. Like, it's like a guilty pleasure of mine. And I will see people who are trying to get their finances together, and they're finally working on a budget, and they're trying to get out of debt. And I love watching those, because I feel like that's inspiration, like just a reminder, like where I started and where I am now. But also, I feel like those people need positive encouragement. And in the comments, people will be like, well, you should have went to Aldi's. And then the person will be like, as mentioned in another video, we don't have an Aldi's. But you'll see like 1,000 comments of you should have gone to Aldi's. And I love Aldi's, I really do. But it's just like, y'all, come on. Like, why don't we give this person props for the fact that they are trying to get their finances in order? And not everybody's got the answer. Do you know what I mean? Like, all of us could cut our grocery budgets more. All of us could save more. All of us could be more intentional with our spending and what we bring into the house. And, just encourage people. And if you have gotten those kinds of comments, and I'm not just talking about online, I mean like in real life, and there's a difference between like a judgy, you could have bought that cheaper, and like a helpful. Like, I know that you guys know I love the Dollar Tree, And so I'm preaching the Dollar Tree to everybody. And there's people that, I know for a fact they are way overspending on stuff. And I'll be like, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get that exact item but more ounces for $1.25 instead of $5. But you can't lead a horse to water. And a lot of people, like, if they never shopped at a Dollar Tree or a Sharp Shopper or an Ollie's or a discount grocery store of some kind, people kind of get afraid. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they have it in their head that it's dirty, the stuff's expired, also, like, what are people going to think of me? And it's like, oh, well, I have to buy name brand. You know what I mean? Like, from, wherever. And that's their prerogative. But that is why I'm always preaching, like, if you're, have you tried a discount grocery store? Have you tried the Dollar Tree? And not everybody's going to have a Sharp Shopper or an Ollie's. But if you do Google, like, if you Google discount grocery store, they have all sorts of different things that you guys can use and that might be helpful. And if you've never bought groceries at the Dollar Tree before, go to the Dollar Tree. You don't even have to buy anything. Just one afternoon, go to the Dollar Tree. And I bought some cake mixes, and then, like, I don't know, like a week later, I went to a big name grocery store, and the cake mixes at the big name grocery store were several ounces less than at the Dollar Tree, and they were $4 and $5 and $6. And it's like, why would you pay $5 for this box of cake mix when you can get it for $1.25 and it's more ounces? I don't know. I don't know why you do that. But if you don't know, but also, as I always say, if you don't really need to go to the Dollar Tree and it's out of the way, then, I totally understand that. But anyway, just some kind of random thoughts that I've had swimming around in my head, and I figured I'd get out. Okay, guys, so I hope that you got something out of that. And just remember, be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be happy with where you are. And just know that I bet you probably are doing the best that you can. No matter what somebody says or what somebody thinks, you are doing a good job, and you will eventually get there. And none of us have all the answers. No matter what somebody thinks, nobody has all the answers. So, okay, guys, so I hope you got something out of that, or at least I entertained. Okay, guys, so please consider subscribing to my channel. If you did not know, I have an Instagram, The Frugal Life with Mercedes. Until next time, guys, bye.